ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for coming to the dramatic production of the 12 Angry Jurors. There will be a 5-minute intermission between Acts 2 and 3. Again, thank you for coming, and we hope you enjoy the show.
Murder in the first degree, premeditated homicide. It's the most serious charge tried in our criminal courts. You've heard a long and complex case, jurors, and it is now your duty to sit down and try to separate the facts from the fancy. One man is dead, the life of another is at stake. If there is reasonable doubt in your mind as to the guilt of the accused, then you must declare him not guilty. If, however, there is no reasonable doubt, then he must be found guilty. Whichever way you decide, the verdict must be unanimous. I urge you to deliberate honestly and thoughtfully. You're faced with a grave responsibility. Thank you. The jury may retire.
All right, Jurors, let's take a seat now. Yeah, this better go fast. fast. Me and my husband have tickets to the Phantom of the Opera tonight. And if we miss it, we're going to be the only two people in the whole world who have seen it. Your Honor, start the show. All right. Miss in the corner. Miss, how about sitting down?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's hard to figure, isn't it? A boy kills his father. Bing, just like that. It's this juvenile delinquency these days. People just let their children run wild. Maybe it's time to right.
There's no point in being emotional about it. Question of evidence, not how we feel.
We all agreed that it was hot.
Another temper will get short.
Back to 6th degree. This is open and shut. Let's get it done.
All right. We can do this any way I want. I mean, I'm not going to make any rules. First, we can discuss the case, and then we can vote. That's one way. Or we can vote now and see where we stand. Well, let's vote now, and then maybe we can all go home.
Yeah, let's see who's where. Rob, vote now.
Hey, anyone doesn't want to vote? That was easy. Okay, all those voting guilty, raise your hand. Nine, 10, 11. That's 11 for guilty. All right, those voting not guilty?
Hey, what's the matter with you?
11 guilty, 1 not guilty. Now we know where we stand.
Do you really believe that he's not guilty?
I don't know. After 6 days, she doesn't know.
In 6 days, I can learn calculus. This is easy as ABC.
I don't believe it's as simple as ABC. This is a man's life. Well, I never saw a guilty man in my life. What does a guilty man look like? You sat right before the same decided. The boy is a dangerous killer. You can see it. Where do you look to see if someone's a killer? Oh, well, no. I want to know, what are the facial characteristics of a killer? Maybe you know something I don't know.
Look, what is there about this case that makes you think the boy is a...
He's 19 years old. That's old enough. He knifed his own father 4 inches in his chest. An innocent little 19-year-old murderer.
Now, I agree with you that he's guilty, but we need to stay away from emotionally colored arguments.
All right. They've proved it a dozen different ways. You want me to listen?
No.
Well, do you believe that stupid story he told?
Now.
Do you believe the boy's story? I don't know whether I believe it or not. Maybe I don't.
So what'd you vote not guilty for?
There are 11 votes for guilty. It's not so easy for me to raise my hand and send a boy off to die without at least talking about it first.
Well, who says it was easy for me?
Or me.
No one.
The boy's just as guilty, whether it's an easy vote or a hard one. Is there something wrong because I voted fast?
Not necessarily.
Well, I think the boy's guilty. And you couldn't change my mind if you talked for 100 years.
I don't want to change your mind. All right, then. What do you want? I want to talk. This boy's been kicked around his whole life. Living in a slum. His mother dead since he was 9. He's a tough, angry boy. You know why some children get that way? Because we knock them over the head all the time. I think we owe him a few words.
All right. Life's hard. Everything we've got, my wife and I fought for. I had to fight my way through college where I met her, and we do forget. We fight for everything. We never once killed anybody.
I know what her looks like, but I never killed anybody either.
Hey, I've been kicked around too. Wait till you work in an ad agency and the guy that buys the advertising all dead.
In my country, kicking was a science, but let's try to find something better than that.
Look, I don't mind telling you this, sister. We don't owe the boy a thing. He got a fair trial, didn't he? You know what that trial cost? He's lucky he even got it. Look, we're all grown up here. You're not going to sit here and tell us we're supposed to believe him, knowing what he is. I've lived him almost all my life. You can't believe a word they say. You know that.
I didn't know that. What a terrible thing to believe. It's when this honesty group character. You're not going to knock on the truth.
All right, go get some Thursday. We'll get a sermon.
Well, the woman says it's dangerous.
Okay, people. I think we should behave like adults.
I think that's an excellent point. We have a job to do. Let's do it. If you ladies and gentlemen don't mind, I'm going to turn off this fan. It's blowing on the neck.
think I may have an idea here. It seems to me that it's up to us to convince this lady that we're right and she's wrong. Maybe if we just talk for a minute or two, you know, try it on for size.
Sounds fair.
Very fair.
Supposing we go once around the table?
Right. Your Honor, start us off.
Hey, I guess you're first.
Oh, well, I just thought he was guilty. In what way was it obvious?
I mean, no one has proved otherwise.
No one has to prove otherwise. It's innocent until proven guilty. The burden of proof is on the prosecution. The defendant doesn't even have to open his mouth. That's the Constitution, the Fifth Amendment. You've heard of it.
Everybody has.
Well, sure, I've heard of it. I know what it is. I just think he's guilty.
No reason's just guilty. A man's life is at stake here.
All right, let's get to the facts. Number one, let's take the old man who lives in the apartment underneath the room where the murder took place. At 10 minutes after 12, on the night of the killing, he said he heard loud noises coming from the upstairs apartment. He said it sounded like a spot. He heard the boy say to his father, "I'm going to kill you," and the second letter heard the father's body falling, and saw the kids running out of the house. Then he called the police, and they found the father with a knife in his chest.
The coroner fixed on the murder around midnight.
Right. Now, what else do you want?
I don't know. It doesn't sound right to me.
The boy's whole story is flimsy. He said he went to the movies. Is that not ridiculous? He doesn't even remember what he saw.
Right. Did you hear that? You're absolutely wrong.
He didn't have any ticket stubs. Cookies and ticket stub at the movie.
That's true enough.
I suppose, but the cashier didn't remember.
And the ticket taker didn't either.
Look, what about the woman across the street? If her testimony don't prove it, then nothing is fair.
Jurors, let's go in order here.
Just a minute. Here's the woman who's lying in bed and can't sleep. It's hot, you know. Anyway, she wakes up and looks out the window. And just across the street, she sees the boy knife his father. How could she be so sure it was a boy when she saw it through the windows of a passing elevated train? She's known the boy all his life. His window is right opposite hers across the yellow track. She saw him do it. I heard her swear to it. Okay, and they proved in court that you can look through the windows of a passing elevated train and see what's happening just on the other side. Well, a minute or two ago, weren't you telling us that you couldn't trust them, that you couldn't believe them? So, let me ask you something. Why do you believe her? She's one of them too, isn't she? Well, you're a pretty smart cookie, aren't you? Now hold it.
Come on, sit down. We'll be late for me all except for
Relax.
Come on. Didn't they take us to that woman's room where we looked out the window?
yes,
And could you not see what happened on the other side?
I didn't see as well as they told me I would. But yes, I saw what happened on the other side. You see? You do see, don't you?
All right, everyone, calm down now. It's your turn.
Okay.
That's your turn. How about you?
I don't know. What if you was the testimony of those people across the hall? Didn't they say something about arguing between the father and whoever else that made the father that? I mean, I can't be wrong.
I think it was 8 o'clock, not 6.
Yes, 8 o'clock.
The father hit the boy twice, and the boy walked angrily out of the house.
Right. Well, what does that prove? Well, it doesn't matter who you think it's just part of the history. I understand.
Anything else?
Well, I think the boy's guilty. I mean, we've already gone over all the facts, and we could be in here all day. I think we're wasting our time.
I don't.
Neither do I. Go on.
Well, let's just take a look at the boy's record. He stole a car. He was arrested for mugging. And didn't they say he once stabbed somebody in the arm?
Yes, they did.
Exactly. This boy was arrested for knife fighting. At the age of 15, he was in a reform school.
And they sent him to reform school for stabbing someone.
A fine boy.
Well, ever since he was 5 years old, his father had beat him regularly. He used his fist.
Well, so would I on a boy like that. Well, if I couldn't, I'd see to it that his father did.
You're right. It's kids nowadays. The way they are, you know, they don't listen. I go to boys. He was bad. I talked to him. But there was a neighbor today fighting out the street. After all I told him about the state of the coast, he goes and joins it. Well, I gave him a
He's a product of a filthy neighborhood and a broken home. We can't go into the reasons why slums are breeding grounds for criminals. They are, and all of us know that. Anything that comes out of a slum is a potential menace to society.
You said it there. I don't want any part of him. Believe me.
I've lived in some all my life.
Now, wait a minute.
I used to stand back there those two rubber. Maybe it still smells like it.
Now, let's be reasonable. There's nothing personal here.
There is something personal.
Now, come on. What do you mean you? I'm not being so sensitive.
Who did he mean?
I can understand his sensitivity. Now, let's stop bickering.
We're wasting time.
It's your turn.
I have a peculiar feeling about this case. Somehow I felt that the defense counsel never really conducted a very thorough cross-examination. Too many questions were never asked.
While it doesn't change my opinion on the guilt of the boy, I do agree with you. The defense counsel was pretty bad.
So, this is a point.
What about facts?
So many questions were left unanswered.
What about the questions that worry you? For instance, let's take that cute little switch knob. You know, the one that fine, upright boy I admitted buying.
All right, let's talk about it. Let's get it in here and look at it. I'd like to see it again, Madam Foreman.
We saw the thing once. I don't tell him to look at it again. What do you think?
He has a right to see exhibits and evidence.
Okay with me.
This knife's a pretty strong piece of evidence, don't you agree?
I do.
Now, let's get the sequence of events right as they relate to the switch knife.
The boy admits to going out of his house at 8 o'clock after being slapped by his father.
Or punch.
Or fine. Next, the boy claims and admits that he went to a neighborhood store and bought a switch knife.
Well, I think that everyone agrees this is a not. Pretty hard to forget something like that.
The storekeeper identified the knife as the only one of its kind they had in stock. Why did the boy get it?
As a present for a friend of his, he said.
Am I right so far?
You bet he's right. Now listen to this man. Everybody. He knows what he's talking about.
Next, the boy claims that on the way home, the knife fell through a hole in his coat pocket. Now there is a story, people. We all know what really happened. The boy took the knife home a few hours later, stabbed his father with it, and he even remembered to wipe off the fingerprint. Everyone connected with the case identified this knife. Are you trying to tell me that somebody picked this knife up off the street and stabbed his father with it just to be amusing?
No, I'm saying that it's possible that the boy did lift the knife and that someone else with a similar knife stabbed the father.
Take a look at this knife. Yeah, this one. I've never seen one like it before in my life. Neither did the storekeeper who sold it to him. Aren't you trying to make us accept a pretty incredible coincidence?
I'm not trying to make anyone accept it. I'm just saying it is possible.
And I'm saying it's not possible. What are you trying to do?
Yeah, what is it? Who do you think you are? Look at it. It's the same knife.
Quiet now, everyone. Let's be quiet.
Where did you get that?
At a little junk shop around the corner from the boy's house. It cost $2.
Now, you listen to me.
I'm listening.
You pulled a real partnership here. You threw absolute zero. Maybe there's things out like that. So what?
Maybe there are.
The boy lied, and you know it.
Maybe he didn't lie. Maybe he did lift the knife. And maybe he did go to the movie. And maybe the reason the cashier didn't remember seeing him was because he sneaked into the movie. And maybe he was too ashamed to say so. How many of you in here did sneak into the movies at least once or twice when you were young?
I didn't.
Really? Not even one?
We didn't have movies.
Oh.
Maybe he went to the movies, maybe he didn't. And maybe he lied. Do you think he lied? Now, that's a stupid question. Sure he lied. Do you?
You don't even have to ask me that. Because you know my answer. He lied.
Do you think he lied? I don't know.
Now, wait a minute. Who do you think you are? The boy's lawyer? Listen, there are 11 of us in here who think he's guilty. You're alone. What do you think you're going to accomplish? If you want to go ahead and be stubborn and hang this jury, he'll be tried again with 12 different jurors, and he'll be found guilty, sure as he's born.
You're probably right.
I know I'm right. So what are you gonna do about it? We could be in here all day.
It's only one day. A man can die.
Oh well.
I think we ought to get on with it now.
Right, let's get going here.
How do you like this woman?
Well, what do you say? You're the one opening the show.
Obviously, you don't think the boy is guilty.
I have a doubt in my mind.
But you haven't presented us anything to help support your doubt. What about the man downstairs? He heard the boy shriek it out.
The woman across the L track. She saw it.
And we know he bought a switch knot that night. And where did he go? Movies?
The boy and his father did have a fight that night.
He's been a violent boy all the way. Well, that's
Still, you know. Well, I have a proposition to make. I would like the 11 of you to vote by secret ballot. I'll abstain. If there's still 11 votes for guilty, I won't stand alone. We'll take a guilty verdict right now.
Okay, let's do it.
Does everyone agree then?
I certainly am.
Guilty. 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 Guilty.
That's it.
Please, 6 guilty. 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 Not guilty. Guilty.
How do you like that? What was it? I think we have the right to know.
All right, who did? What idiot changed their vote? Is that the way to talk about a man's life? Whose life are you talking about? The life of a dead man or the life of a murderer?
I want to know. Who was it?
So do I.
Excuse me, this was a secret ballot?
No one voted while I did it, but now I want to know.
A secret ballot. We agree on that point. No, it's a personal remain secret.
What do you mean? There are no secrets in here. I know who it was. What's the matter with you? You come in here and you vote guilty, and then this cookie starts to tear your heart out about a poor little boy who's just thinking about becoming a murderer. So you change your vote. It's the most sickening.
Now hold it.
I agree with you that he's guilty, but please be fair.
Hold it. Be fair. That's just what I'm saying. We're trying to put a guilty man into the chair where he belongs. And now we're paying attention to fairy tales. Now just a minute. Now you listen to me. Why do you think I did change my vote?
I just do. Now get on with it.
There's nothing more to tell you. She didn't change her vote. I did.
I was going to see that you were so stupid. Sorry. Okay now.
Maybe not to know why.
Let me tell you what the boy does. The man with the top.
Thank you. This woman does not have to stand alone against her. That's her right. It's a great deal of courage to stand alone, even if you believe in something very strong. She lets the verdict up to us. She gambled for support, and I gave it to her. I want to hear more. The vote is 10 to 2.
That's fine. If your speech is over, let's go on.
If there was anything in the boy's favor, I'd vote not guilty.
I don't see what it is.
Neither do I. They're clutching at straws.
I'm guilty as it is. That's the rest of it.
That one juror holding out. She'll come around. She's a very fundamentally reasonable person.
I guess so.
They just haven't come up with one fact yet to back up a not guilty verdict.
Well, it's hard, you know.
Yes, it is. And what does guilty beyond a reasonable doubt really mean?
What's reasonable doubt?
Exactly. When there's a life at stake, there has to be law and order. You have to draw the line somewhere. If not, people just run around knifing people.
Not much out here.
Well, two people really think so. Wonder why. Really wonder why.
Well, you do hear stories about innocent people who have been sent to jail and maybe perhaps even sentenced to death. And then sometimes years things to do turn out.
And then, on the other hand, some killers get turned loose on some technicality and they go kill again.
That's true. Listen, now it's time to cool off. Well, I was a little excited a minute ago. You know how it is. I didn't mean to get nasty. Nothing personal.
Hey, I want to ask you something. If the boy didn't kill his father, then who did?
Well, as far as I know, we're only supposed to decide whether or not the boy on trial is guilty. We're not concerned with anyone else's motive.
I suppose, but who else had motive?
The boy's father was along in years. Maybe an old grudge.
Remember, guilty beyond reasonable doubt. Very important thing to remember.
Everyone's a lawyer. Suppose you explain as to reasons out the bar.
Well, it's not an easy thing to explain. So far, it's only a feeling I have. A feeling. Maybe you don't understand.
No, I don't.
A feeling? What are we going to do?
Spend the night here talking about your feelings? What about the facts? You took the words right out of my mouth. Look, the old man heard the boy say, I'm going to kill you, and a second later, heard the father's body falling, and saw the kid running out of the house 15 seconds after that.
Where's the reasonable doubt in that?
That's right. And let's not forget the woman across the street. She looked into the open window and saw the boy stab his father. She saw it.
Now, that's not enough for you.
It's not enough for me.
What is enough for you? I'd like to know.
How do you like her? It's like talking into a dead phone.
The woman saw the killing through the windows of a passing elevated train. The train had 5 cars, and she saw it through the windows of the last 2. Remember the most insignificant details.
Well, what have you got to figure out that? If you want to see a package for a crochet skirt my daughter sent me, it doesn't look very hard.
Wouldn't it be out of style by the time you got it done?
What are you doing? This isn't a sewing circle. Hey, now, wait. This is a man's life. No, you listen to me.
Hey, take it easy.
I've got to do my life. I don't want any facts in here. Did you see her? The nerve. The absolute nerve.
All right, forget it. It don't mean anything.
How about everybody just take a seat? This is a sewing circle. Who does she think she is?
Weren't we talking about elevated trains?
Yes, we were.
So?
How long do you think it would take an L train going at top speed to pass a given point?
What has that got to do with anything?
Take a guess.
I wouldn't have the slightest idea.
Neither would I.
How long do you think it would take?
About 10 to 12 seconds, maybe.
I'd say that's a fair guess. Anyone else?
I think about 10 seconds, perhaps. Yes, about 10 seconds.
All right, we're agreed. 10 seconds. What are you getting at?
An L train takes 10 seconds to pass a given point. And that point is the window of the room in which the killing took place. You can almost reach out of the window and touch the L. Right?
That's right. I tried it.
So?
How many of you ever lived near the L track? They make a lot of noise, don't they? When you're lying in bed at night and your window's open and an L train comes by, it's so loud you can't even hear yourself think. Can't hear yourself think. Get to the point. The old man downstairs heard the boy say, he didn't say it, he screamed. Okay, the old man downstairs heard the boy scream, I'm going to kill you. And 1 second later, he heard the body fall. 1 second. That's a testimony, right?
Right.
And the woman across the street, she looked through the last 2 cars of the L and saw the murder take place. The last 2 cars. What are you giving us here? An L train takes 10 seconds to pass a given point, or 2 seconds per car. The L would have been traveling for at least 6 seconds, or possibly more, before the body fell, according to the woman. That means that the old man would have heard the boy say, I'm going to kill you, while the front of the L was roaring past his nose. I don't think he could have heard it.
What do you mean? Sure you could have.
With an L train going by, he said the boy yelled it out. An L train makes a lot of noise. Well, that's enough for me.
It's enough for me, too.
I don't think you could have heard.
Well, maybe the old man did hear it. Well, you're crazy. Why would he not?
maybe.
You keep coming up with these right things. You should send them the newspaper. They pay $2.
Is that the way to talk about a man's life? Oh, why is life? You do have a right to be something.
Well, it's just that I looked at it for a very long time. It seemed that his jacket was split underneath the arm. Y'all notice that? He's a very old man with a torn jacket, and he carries 2 canes. I think that's no better than anyone here. This is just a private, insignificant management, not an awful lot. No one knows about the 75 years. This is a very sad thing. A man like this needs to be recognized, be listened to, be quoted. This is very important.
And you're trying to tell us that he lied about a thing like this just so that he could be important?
No, maybe he didn't lie, or make himself believe because he was going to recognize the boy's face.
Well, that's no fantastic server word. How could you do anything like that?
I'm not making it up.
You must be making it up. People don't lie about things like that.
He made himself believe he heard those noises.
What do you know about it?
Speak from experience.
Anything else?
Cough drop?
No. Anyone want to call drop? Let's be on with this.
I'll take one. Thank you. One more question about the old man downstairs. I think we all agree that he couldn't have heard the boy say, "I'm going to church."
Well, I disagree.
Just let her talk.
But supposing that he really did hear the boy say that. I mean, this phrase, how many times has each of us used it? Probably hundreds. Junior, if you do that once in a while, I'll murder you. Or your husband yells out, "Come on, Rocky, kill him." That doesn't mean we're going to kill anyone.
Don't the circumstances alter that somewhat?
The old man was murdered.
One more thing. The phrase was, "I am going to tell you," the boy screamed it out at the top of the floor.
That's the way I understand it.
Now, don't try to tell me that the boy didn't mean it. Anybody who says a thing like that, the way that he said it, name it.
Would they mean it? I don't think he would shout out a thing like that for the entire neighborhood to hear. He's much too bright.
Right? He's a common, ignorant slob. He don't even speak his English.
He doesn't even speak in English.
The boy's clever enough.
I'd like to check my books tonight, good.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
And I'd like to know why you changed your coat.
There's doubt.
Where? What is your doubt?
There's none.
Oh, fine.
She's costuming the bleeding upstairs.
Go on, give us the reason.
The old man too. Maybe he did costume the maybe he did. Maybe the old man doesn't like the boy.
Well, that isn't the end.
I believe there's a reason for that.
What are you basing it on? Stories that this woman made up? She could write to the National Enquirer. She'd make a fortune. The boy had a lawyer, didn't he? Why did his lawyer bring up these points?
Lawyers can't think of everything.
Heavens to Betsy, you sit here and you pull stories out of thin air. And now you expect us to believe that the old man didn't get out of bed, that he didn't run down the hall, and that he didn't see the boy running down the stairs 15 seconds after the killing?
That's the testimony I believe.
And the old man swore to this. Yeah, he swore to this, only so he could be important.
I don't remember what he did, but I don't see anything wrong with it.
Ran, walked, what's the difference? He got there.
He said he went. He went from his bedroom to the front door. Isn't that enough?
Where's his bedroom again? Down the hall somewhere? Down the hall somewhere? Or we just see the boy already died in his bedroom down the hall somewhere? I thought you remembered everything. Don't you remember that? No, I don't. Madam Foreman, I'd like to take a look at the diagram of the apartment.
Why don't we have him run the whole trial over again so you can get everything straight?
Do you know? Do you know exactly where it is?
Well,
Madam Foreman.
I heard you.
All right. What's this for? I'm you're the only one in the room that sees it all the time.
I want to see it.
So do I.
And I will stop wasting your time.
Are we going to start wading through all that nonsense about where the body was found?
No, we're going to discuss how an old man who's had 2 strokes in the past 3 years and walks with a pair of canes can get from his bedroom to the front door in 15 seconds.
He said 20 seconds.
He said
15. How does he know how long 15 seconds is?
Nick,
10:15, you're very positive.
He's an old man. Half the time he looks confused. You can tell by looking at him. I mean, how can he talk about anything? Well, you know.
No, I don't know.
Is business wanted?
Yes.
Sure, that's my job.
You want this? Yes, please.
Wake me up when this is over.
I've looked at his diagram.
For 2 hours. Enough is enough.
Some of us are interested. Go ahead.
Can everyone see? Okay. This is the apartment in which the killing took place. The old man's apartment is directly beneath it and exactly the same. Okay. This is the bedroom, the hallway, another bedroom, kitchen, living room, and front door. Okay? The old man was in bed in this room. He says he got up, walked down the hall, and opened the front door just in time to see the boys racing down the stairs. Am I right?
That's the story.
Yeah, that's what happened.
15 seconds after he heard the body fall.
Correct.
Okay. The old man's bed is by the window in this room. It's 12 feet from the bed to the bedroom door. The length of the hallway is 43 feet 6 inches. That means that the old man would have got up, got his cane, walked 12 feet, opened the bedroom door, walked 43 feet, and opened the front door, all in 15 seconds. Do you think it's possible?
You know it's possible.
I don't see why not.
He would have been in a hurry. He didn't have to scream.
We can only walk very slowly. They had to help him in the wheelchair.
You make it sound like a long walk.
An old man uses a cane, it's a long walk.
What are you trying to do?
You would have pace off 12 feet, the length of the bedroom.
You're crazy. You can't recreate a thing like that.
Perhaps if she could. It is a very important point.
It's a ridiculous waste of time. Just let him do it.
I don't see any harm in it. Prove it. Go ahead.
Will you hand me a chair, please? Okay, I paced off 12 feet, the length of the bedroom. We'll say this is the bedroom door. How far would you say it was from here to the wall of this room?
I think it's
Okay. Well, from here to the wall and back is 40 feet. That's shorter than the distance the old man had to travel. Would you say?
Look, this is absolutely insane. What makes you think you can do this?
We can't stop her. And according to you, it'll only take 15 seconds. I think we can spare it. Does anyone have a watch with a second hand? Okay, when you want me to start, stomp your foot. That'll be the body clock. What time is it next? Let's say he keeps his cane right at his bedside, right?
Right.
Okay, all right.
Oh, I'll watch it in a bit. Speed it up. He walks twice as fast as that.
It's even more quickly than the old man walked in the courtroom.
No, it isn't.
Well, if y'all think I should speed it up, I can.
Speed it up a little.
Stop. What do you
20. Oh, 39 seconds, I'd say.
That can't be. 39 seconds.
Now, that's interesting.
Say now, you know.
What do you know?
39 seconds. 39.
And the old man swore on his oath it was only 15.
Man, a little bit off the street. That old man knew that. But 24 seconds off? Well, now you know.
Far be it from me to call anyone a liar. But even allowing quite a difference in speed between the old man and you, there's still quite
Quite a discrepancy.
my days. But this little lady here, it takes a case. What is honesty? Tell her. You come in here with your heart bleeding all over the floor about slums and injustice. You've got a couple of suffering slums. I'm not. I'm sick of it all. What's the matter with you people? This boy is guilty. He's got to burn. Letting him slip through our fingers.
Our fingers? Are you his executioner?
I'm one of them.
Perhaps you'd like to pull the switch.
For this good for nothing, you bet I'd like to pull the switch.
I'm sorry for you.
Don't start with me.
What it must feel like to want to pull the switch.
Shut up.
You're a sadist.
Shut up.
You want to see this boy die because it satisfies you personally, not because of the facts. You disgust me.
Will you shut up? Let me go. I'll kill her. I'll kill her.
You don't really mean you'll kill me, do you?
Yes, there's nothing wrong. You can take that back over into it.
Well, what are you looking at?
I don't see why we have to behave like children.
Nor do I. This is the remarkable thing about democracy. That we are, what's the word? Notified. That we are notified by mail to come down to this place to settle the guilt or innocence of a person, of a man or of a woman we've never met. We have nothing to lose or to gain by our voting. This is why we are strong. Let's not make this a personal thing.
Thank you very much.
Why do you think me?
We forget. We need to be reminded sometimes.
I'm glad we're finally going to be civilized about this.
Well, we're still nowhere.
No, we're somewhere. Or getting there, maybe.
Maybe.
Does anyone have anything to say?
Well, I don't know. I mean, how bad it's really bothers me.
I think we should vote. That's my guess.
Okay. Fine with me. Anyone not want to vote? Okay. How about I call it the jury numbers? Okay. I vote guilty. 2. Guilty. 3. Guilty. 4.
Guilty.
5.
Not guilty.
6.
Not guilty.
7.
Guilty?
8.
Not guilty.
9.
Not guilty.
10.
Guilty.
11. Not guilty. 12.
Guilty. That's 6 and 6.
I'll tell you something. The crime is being committed right in this room.
6 to 6.
I'll tell you, I'm ready to walk into court right now and declare hung jury. There is no point in this going on anymore.
I'd like to know why you changed your mind, what you did, and what you did. There are 6 people in this room that think we're letting a murderer loose in the street. A motion won't do. Why?
We'll see this old man not going on downstairs. I do not think it's likely this old man has no dream. I'm going to kill you, old man dream. And if the boy did dream he's going to kill, then we have to go to this person to prove that he might not really be going to kill.
Well, I say we take it into the judge. Let the boy take his chances with 12 different jurors.
Well, I mean, at first I was alone. Now 5 others do agree with me. There is a doubt.
Well, you can't ever convince me there's doubt because I know there is no doubt.
I'll tell you what, maybe we are a hung jury. It happens sometimes, you know.
We're not going to be on a jury.
But we are, right now. Perfect balance. Let's take it into the judge.
If there's any reasonable doubt, I sure don't see it.
The doubt is there, in my mind.
Well, maybe we should vote.
What do you mean vote?
Not again. I still want to know. Vote on what?
Are we or aren't we a hung jury?
You mean we
vote yes, we are a hung jury, or no, we are not a hung jury.
That's just what I was thinking.
I'm not sure if we can agree on whether or not we're a hung jury.
We can't even agree on whether the fan should be on or not.
Let's make it a majority vote. The majority wins.
You mean if 7 or more of us vote yes, we are a hung jury, we'll take it to the judge and tell him that?
Right. And if 7 or more of us vote no, then we go on discussing it.
It just doesn't sound quite right to me.
It's the only solution.
I agree. It's the only way.
7 or more votes yes, and we take it to the judge.
Let's call out our vote.
Okay? I vote yes. We are a hung jury.
2, no.
3,
Yes.
4,
Yes.
5,
No.
6,
No.
7,
Yes.
8,
No.
9,
No.
10,
Yes.
11,
No.
12,
Yes.
Oh, no.
We can't even get a majority to decide whether we're a hung jury or not.
I went along with the majority vote on this question. I didn't agree with voting that way, not really, and I still don't. So I'm changing my vote to no. We're not a hung jury. He's guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. But there are some things I want to hear from those who change their mind.
we're not a hung jury, so we go on.
Good, we go on.
Why did you change your mind?
Well, she always thinks so short. And she makes never a good point. While you always insulting her.
Does the anger and insult change the guilt of the boy? He didn't do it. You can't change your vote just because someone thinks we're letting a murderer loose on the street.
That's true.
Let's take the point that the L track is straight in front of the woman's window. L trains make a low, rumbling noise when they go down the track, and they screech when they go around curves. The scream would have been high-pitched, and the old man lives in a tenement, so he probably could have heard it.
Good, good. That's it. That's it.
I mean, what if the old man was wrong on the time, but right about who he saw running down the stairs? Please keep in mind that it's summer, and there weren't any fingerprints, so gloves are out of the question.
Now, I want you to listen to this man. He talks sense.
And it might have taken just a few seconds to get out a handkerchief and wipe off all the fingerprints.
Good point. Why don't we just time it and see?
I'm just saying, what if the old man was wrong about the time that it took him to get to the door, but right about who he saw running down the stairs? I think a murderer could use up about 35 seconds to wipe everything off and get down the stairs to where the old man saw him. The boy, that is.
Mr. Ross, we reconstructed the old man getting out of bed and going to the door. Now let's reconstruct the actual crime.
As well as we can reconstruct it.
I think a murderer could use up 30 or 40 seconds pretty easily at this point.
Well then, let's reconstruct the killing then.
Here. You die.
No, I'll do it.
All right. I'm going to let you do this, guys. And don't forget, take 1 second to fall off.
And the old man found him on his right side. So when you fall, roll over on your right. Don't you think that if another man hates another man enough to kill him, that he would look at his victim for 1 second or two, maybe? Just try to divorce yourself in this particular case. It's just human nature.
I mean, that's reasonable.
Hey, now wait a minute. He falls on the inside, on his right side. That's all it is. But stabbing someone is like shooting them. Even when it's right in the heart. You would have worked around for a few seconds. Lying there on the floor. Right, maybe?
Wouldn't a father have cried out?
Maybe boy. That's possible.
Also, there's another point that we might bring up. Any person who's clear enough mentally to wipe the fingerprints off of the knife may also be clear enough mentally to check around the apartment, or the room in this case, to see if he left anything behind. He wouldn't take too long doing it, but he'd just check to make sure that he didn't leave anything to give him away as the murderer.
Things get better and better.
We're just trying to make it clear. One doesn't talk about quality when murder's involved.
Well, about this on the fingerprints. The boy wiped the fingerprints off the knife. What about the doorknob? If I saw a grown man coming into my home, a man that hated me, and he was wiping the doorknob off with a handkerchief on his way in,
Stamp your foot when you want me to start.
I'll take it.
I'm gonna kill you. You would have checked the room. And wipe both knobs. Time.
20, 25, 29 seconds.
And whoever did murder the old man, and I think it was the boy, still had to run down the hall and down the stairs. At least one flight of stairs.
You see? You see?
So, in view of this, I think it's reasonable to suspect that while the man may have been wrong on the time, I think it's quite reasonable to suspect that he did see the boy running down the stairs.
So now both time sequences checked. The one you did and the one we did. What was the running down the stairs and all? It all pretty much checked out.
Yeah, I'm sure the old man wants attention. He's probably right. But I think he feels the same way the old man. There's a lot at stake here.
The story of the old man may well be true.
Except for the fact that he absolutely swore under oath it was only 15 seconds.
We all seem to agree that 25 to 35 seconds later.
You're now admitting that the old man lied in one case and told the truth in another? This does tend to confirm the story of the old man, but in part, he is now a proven liar. And this is by your own admission.
Well, that may be true because the old man lied in part. But I do think that'll change my vote once again. Guilty. And what about you? What do you think now?
I'm not sure what I think. I want to talk to him. At first I thought guilty, then I changed, and I'm still convicted.
And what about you?
I'm in real doubt. Real doubt. I said guilty. I was the first.
Now we're getting to the fifth, and here
Seems to be about 9-3 in favor of guilty.
Well, another question about the old man downstairs. How many of you have ever lived in an apartment building?
I don't know what you're thinking, but I know what I'm thinking.
And what might that be?
I do not live in a student, but it's close. And there is just enough fly in the hall to the desk, and nothing more. Fly holes are so small. And this murder took place in a student. Remember how we stumbled on the steps on the way out?
And the police officers were using big bulbs. One of them even had a flashlight.
The old man who misjudged the time on this yellow agreement. This same old man looked into the dark hallway and recognized the running figure.
He was 100% wrong about the time. It took twice as long as he thought.
Could the old man not also be 100% wrong about who he saw?
that's the most stupid thing I've ever heard. You're making that out of thin air.
We're a hung jury. Let's just be honest about it.
Do you truly feel there isn't any room for reasonable doubt?
Yes, I do.
I beg your pardon, but maybe not entirely reasonable doubt.
Now wait a minute. Who do you think you are? How do you like her? She comes over here running for her life from her country, and now, before she can even take a big breath, she's telling us how to run ours. The nerve of her.
No one's asking where anybody came from,
I was from right here.
or where their mother came from.
Maybe it wouldn't hurt to take a few tips from people who came running here. Maybe they learned something that we don't know. We're not so perfect.
Please. I'm used to this. It's okay.
No, it's not okay.
Okay, fine, I apologize. Is that what you wanted?
That's what I want.
Now, if anyone has anything constructive to say, well, actually I do. As I was saying before I got interrupted earlier about the stab wound and the whole downward angle of it, you know?
Well, don't tell me we're going to start on that again. They went over it and over it in court. I know they went over it, but I don't go along with it. The boy is 5 feet, 8 inches tall. His father is 6 feet, 2 inches tall. Okay, let it be more. Stop! It's not funny. Are you what's the matter with you? Oh, no, just calm down. Nobody's hurt, are they? No one's hurt. All right, there's your ankle. Take a look at it. Down and in. That's how it's done. Hold a person in the chest and not put with that. Just take a look at it and tell me I'm wrong.
You have any ideas before? Did you ever stab anyone? Of course not. Did you?
All right, let's not be silly.
Did you?
No, I didn't.
Well, where do you get all your information about how it's done?
What do you mean? It's just common sense.
Have you ever seen someone stabbed?
No.
Well, this boy is an experienced knife fighter. Everyone knows that. He even went to reform school for knifing someone. Isn't that so?
That's right.
Well, look at this. Doesn't this seem like an awkward way to handle a switch knife?
Well, what did I need for?
Wait a minute. What's the matter with me? Give me that knife. Have you ever seen someone stabbed? Yes, I have. In the movie? No. In my backyard, on my stoop, in the big house across the street.
Too many of them. Which kind can't really match with where I live. It's funny that I didn't think of it before. I get because of this. Anyone who's not used to it, like the now that down would know how to do it.
So the boy couldn't have made the kind of wound to kill his father.
I suppose mental leg did not like it. Not to say anything to it.
Well, I don't believe it. Neither do I. You're giving us a lot of mumbo jumbo here. Well, what do you think?
Well, I don't know.
What about you?
Listen, I'll tell y'all something. I'm a little sick of this whole thing already. We've gone over all the facts and we're getting nowhere. That. I say we stop all this arguing and go home right now.
Well, before we decide anything, I'd like to try and pull this thing together. This should be good.
Just let her talk. She has a right.
Let's hear it.
I'm an advertiser, and I love to see things pulled together. Makes her better laugh. Maybe if we just listen to her, try to get a fresh point of view.
Okay? I would like you all to look at this logically and consistently. We have guilty. Is the boy smart or is he dumb?
What do you mean?
Well, he's a very experienced novice, right? The night of the murder, one of the witch knives. It would then take a very stupid boy to go and murder a man, his father, the instrument that everyone would associate with his son. So is he smart or is he dumb?
I quite agree. He's done.
Well, if he was dumb, then why was he smart enough to make the kind of moves that an inexperienced man would make?
I don't really understand.
To murder someone takes great emotion, great hatred. And at that moment, they would handle the knife as well as they could. A trained knife fighter would do as he had been trained. He would do it underhand. And an inexperienced man would go overhand. But this boy is very smart. He is smart enough to make the kind of moves that an amateur would make. And also, he is smart enough to wipe the fingerprints away. And perhaps even smart enough to do the killing as an L train is going by. Now, is the boy smart or is he dumb?
Hey, now, wait a minute.
Well, the woman across the street saw the murder through the L train, but someone inside the L train could have seen the murder too.
A possibility, but no one did that we know of.
Take a very stupid man to take a chance of doing the murder of the L train stop.
Exactly. A dumb man. A very stupid man. A man swept by emotion. He probably heard nothing. He probably didn't even hear the L train going by. And whoever did murder his father did it as well as he could.
So?
This boy does everything to associate himself with the murder, a switch knife murder. And then he is smart enough to make the kind of moves that an inexperienced man would make and lead us to suspect someone else. And at the same instant, he is dumb enough to do the killing He becomes smart for a few seconds, then dumb, then smart, and then he must become stupid. So very stupid that he doesn't think of a good alibi. So is the boy smart, or is he dumb? For this boy to be guilty, you must toss his intelligence like a pancake. There is doubt, doubt, doubt.
I hadn't really thought about it like that.
And the old man across downstairs, he insisted it was only 15 seconds. He swore under oath it was only 15 seconds. But we all agreed that it must have been almost 40.
So does the old man lie half the time and tell the truth the other half the time?
Right. For this boy to be guilty, you must say he is smart, then dumb, then smart, and then once again dumb. And also, for this boy to be guilty, you must say that the old man is a liar half the time and tells the truth the other. You can reasonably doubt.
Well, I think I'm sold on reasonable doubt.
I think I am too.
I want to go something else, man. I want another vote. All right. There's been another vote called for. I think the quickest way is a show of hands. Is that okay? All right. All those voting not guilty, raise your hand. None. All those voting guilty? 9-3 in favor of acquittal.
I don't understand you people. How can you believe this boy is innocent?
Look, you know how those people lie.
I don't have to tell you. They don't know what the truth is. And let me tell you this. They don't need any real big reason to kill somebody either. You know? They get drunk and bang. Someone's lying in the gutter. Nobody's blaming them. That's how they are. You know what I mean? Violent. Human life don't mean as much to them as it does to us. What are you all doing? Look, people are drinking and fighting all the time. If somebody gets killed, so somebody gets killed. Sure, there are some good things about them too. Look, I'm the first to say that. I've known a few who are pretty decent, but that's the exception. Most of them, it's like they have no feelings. They can do anything. I'm speaking my piece, and you listen to me. There's no good. There's not a one of them who's any good. We better watch out. Take it from me, this boy on trial. Well, don't you know about them? Listen to me. I'm trying to tell you something.
I have had just about enough of you. If you open your mouth one more time, I promise I'm going to have to scratch your eyes out. All right, sit down, everybody. I still think the boy is guilty beyond reasonable doubt, and I'll tell you why. The woman across the street actually saw the murder committed.
That's not me. That's the whole case.
Well, let's talk about her testimony. What exactly did she say?
I believe I can recount it accurately. The woman went to bed at about 11 o'clock that night. The woman's window overlooking the L track and directly into the boy's window, an hour unable to go to sleep. At 12:10, she looked out the window and saw the boy stab his father. As far as I can see, this is unshakable testimony.
That's what I mean. As far as I'm concerned, that's the most important testimony.
And frankly, in view of this, I don't see how any of you could vote for an acquittal. What do you think?
Well, maybe. I mean, there's so much evidence to say.
What do you do? He's absolutely right. You can throw out all the other evidence.
That was my feeling. I don't deny the validity of the points that she's made. Shall we say that on one side of the tracks there is doubt? But what about the old woman? She saw it.
What time is it?
It's 20 after 3.
You don't supposed to go home. We might as well have home.
Can't you see the clock without your glasses?
No, really.
Oh.
Glasses are a nuisance, aren't they? That's why I got contacts.
Well, what do you do when you're lying in bed at night and want to know what time it is?
Well, I put on my glasses and I look at it. And I was clock.
I just lie in bed and wait for the clock to chime. My father gave me and my wife when we were married. Took us 10 years to find a place to put it.
Do you wear your glasses to bed?
Well, of course not. I would wear those glasses today.
Oh, well, the woman across the street, she wears glasses. What about her?
Are you sure she wore glasses?
Of course, the woman wore bifocals. I remember it quite clearly, and I think it's quite strong.
That's right, bifocals. You never took them off, did you?
Funny, I never thought about that.
So it's logical to say that she wasn't wearing her glasses to bed. And she wouldn't put them on and glance casually out the window. She testified that the murder took place the instant she looked out her window. And a split second later, the lights went out. She wouldn't have had time to put on her glasses. Now, she may have honestly thought she saw the boy kill his father, but I think she only saw blood.
How do you know what she saw? Maybe she's farsighted. How does she know all these things?
Is anyone here not sold on reasonable doubt?
I've always wondered. There is a reasonable doubt. Well, I think he's guilty.
Well, anyone else?
No, I'm convinced now. There is a reasonable doubt.
You're alone.
It's Lemon, not guilty. One guilty.
Well, I don't care whether I'm alone or not. I've told you, I think he's guilty. What else do you want?
Your argument.
I gave you my argument. We're not convinced.
We have time.
Listen, what's the matter with you? You're the one who made all these arguments. You can't turn now. Guilty man is going to be walking the street. A murderer. He's going to die. Stay with me.
I'm sorry. I don't think I'm wrong very often. But I guess I was just once. There is a reasonable doubt.
We're waiting.
Well, you're not going to sway me. I'm going to be out on the street, and that's it.
Well, there's nothing else we can do except hope that maybe in a few weeks, some night, you can get some sleep.
It's a great deal of courage to stand alone.
If we are hungry,